Hey everybody, it's John James Hale here again, and first off I'd just like to say I'm sorry for the slowdown in uploads if you are a subscriber. I just ended up picking up a new job and I'm going through orientation right now and I'm about to start, and it's a lot to learn, so that's taken up a lot of my time. But to get back into things here, I decided to go with Godzilla, or Godzilla, from Neca. We've got the 1954 black and white beginnings here, and then we have the new beginning with Shin Godzilla, which was a fabulous movie in itself, and I can't wait to get the Blu-ray. I think it's coming out in August here in the States. And as you can see, you have Godzilla and the city's collapsing there in his little logo. On the back you have a little bit of the claymation or stop animation original Godzilla. Of course you get the figures displayed really nice. And on the back you got a little image there of the figure. And same with Shin Godzilla, so he's showing off what you can pull off with their little action figures. And I'm really excited to open these, as Neca's been giving us some pretty cool products so far. So give me a second here and I'll get this open and we'll take a closer look. Alright everybody, here we have our two Godzillas, the 1954 and the Shin Godzilla outside of their packages. Right off the bat, they are very well detailed and pretty interesting looking guys. As you can see, they are very dark, so I'll bring the light a little bit closer here. You can see all the skin texture pattern in there, some of the lines that give the weight, like the suit that he was wearing. Very nice, cool little paint job back here. On the spikes on his back, they are flexible. There's a little bit of dry paint on him and the light grays. He's not a lot of detail on the bottom of his feet. He does have peg holes though. And he does have some paint on his toes and on his nails there. And we can get him down here and take a closer look at his head. He's got the crazy eyes. Lots of details in there. Is his nose, his teeth, his mouth opens. There you go. If you have some blast effects you could use with that. See the inside of his ear. So overall, very nicely done. And he also, as you see here, is missing a little bit of his tail. The end piece here is flexible plastic. A little bit of bendy. And there's a peg hole, or a peg here and a hole here. So we should just be able to insert and push. Maybe. I mean, that hole looks a lot smaller than this here peg. If you see that? You see that there? This and that don't look like they fit. Here, look at Shin for a second while I see if this will pop in here. I don't think it will. Yeah, that's not going in at all. They didn't carve that hole out all the way, I don't think. Let's see, I got a tool here with me. Maybe I can loosen it up a little bit. I'll try it one more time. Sorry about the off-camera-ness. Yeah, that definitely is not carved out enough, which is a bummer. Yep, alright. I'm gonna hit the pause button here for a second and see if I can get this opened up a little bit more. Okay, well that took an awful lot of effort, but the tail is attached. That was crazy. So let's quickly do a little bit of his articulation, since this is the first Neca Godzilla figure that I've purchased here. He's got a nice little swivel at his head, and like I said earlier, his mouth opens up, and he's got a swivel at his upper, or his lower neck, where it attaches to his torso. I think it's really good posability. Rotates and I guess what do you call shoulder. He's got a rotation and hinge at his elbow. He's got a rotation and a little bit of a swivel at his wrist. And he does have some finger articulation, so you can get him to grab. He has a lot of rotation in his diaphragm, and it does move and swivel nicely. And then he's got some thigh rotation, some knee movement, no hinge, just a little swivel, and the same at, well, his feet are on they also swivel and rotate, so that's really nice. Hey, buddy. And then if you go back to his tail, it's got a point of rotation where it attaches to his rear. Then another segment here, another segment here, and of course where it attaches, but I'm not going to mess with it because, well, man, it was a pain in the butt to get that on. So that is our black and white 1954 Godzilla. And then we come over here, and we've got our Shin Godzilla, who has a crazy amount of texture in his body. There's so much sculpting and detail in here. And it's overwhelming almost, the wrinkles in his body and his head and everything. I love the spikes. Nice coloring and paintwork back here. Looks like he's on fire. Much larger ball joint in that tail. Got these itty bitty little teeny tiny hands. See if we can get here a little bit of focus on his face. There it goes. See all that crazy detail in there. See his little eye. He also has an articulated mouth, which has a little bit of fleshy pieces that actually give it that look like it's opening up. That is a very cool touch. Now let's see if this crazy tail that does not quite have the splitting off life forms on it. Much better fit by the looks. See what the hardest part is that these are all spiky and teethy, and man, it kind of hurts trying to put pressure on to pop these tails on, but this one, there we go, went on real nice and easy. So he should have similar articulation to our other guy back here. He's got a nice little swivel and looks like a ball joint here, so you get a lot of movement out of that head. Oh, and it comes off. So, hey, there's his head. A lot more paintwork on the teeth than on the other one. He does have a swivel here, but no hinge. See how he gets the head back on. Pretty simple. And he does have that same kind of diaphragm rotation. He has a little bit of movement in his shoulders and his little teeny tiny hands. He does have a hinge right here and a swivel on his elbow. And he has a little bit of hinge and rotation on that teeny tiny wrist. And he's got the same kind of rotating thighs, swivels, and not a whole lot at the knee. He's got an extra little, same joint on the foot that swivels, and you can adjust it up and down just a little teeny tiny bit. Then he's got, of course, this segment of his tail at his base, and an extra little movement here, and a little bit more down here, and one more where it attaches, and then one more after that. Lots of tail movement, and then this piece is bendy, and that's really about it. So, yeah, pretty much, they're nice figures. They're not as highly posable as you probably wish they would be, but maybe one day, with my new job, I'll be able to afford one of them SH Monster Arts Godzillas. They look absolutely amazing and impressive. But until then, these NECA figures, which are about 24 bucks, I think will do a really good job of looking like Godzilla on the shelf. I really like this 1954 one, I think, the best out of the two, even though the paint job on the Shin is a lot better, and there's a lot of detail in here, but there's just something about this classic Godzilla that I really like. Yeah. I've been a big fan of these movies since I was a kid. Of course, I've watched every one probably 20 times each, so... and I'm a big fan of the Smog Monster. I think is one of my favorite ones just because of how bizarre it is. So let me know in the comments if you've made it this far through the video. What's your favorite Godzilla movie? And have you picked up any of the Monster Arts figures at all? And if so, are they really worth that amount of money that they cost? As always, subscribe for more videos, comment, like, and do all that wonderful good stuff. And thanks for watching. Hi, I just want to say thank you one more time for checking out this video, and if you're interested in seeing any more, you can click either one of the links that will be over here, and if you'd like to subscribe to my channel, there'll be a button down below where you can do that as well. And again, thank you.